Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. I'm so glad you're here. You guys, I had recorded something for Patreon where I'd come across this story where Harry and Meghan are allegedly insisting people refer to them as ma'am and sir. And oh goodness, it spun out. Things got ridiculous. We came up with new names for them and really had a good time. But I thought I would share parts of that video here. So you're going to hear me just jump right in and discuss the ridiculousness of it. So just wanted to set the stage and tell you what was happening. Thank you all for being here. Honk, honk, everyone. Let's take a listen. There's something in particular that I want to talk about besides the ridiculous photos. Like, look at me touching a peasant. Why am I saying it like that? Oh, I'll tell you. Because apparently, according to, let's see who put this out. It's Express that put this out. And they're saying that Harry and Meghan have told people to call them ma'am and sir. That's right. They're telling people to call them ma'am and sir. You know, like you would a king or a queen, or even a senior working royal family member, perhaps. But that's not what they are. They do nothing. And to me, it's just like, we're going to use this in the form of a title, even. It's just, I'm up here, you're down here. Call me ma'am, call us, sir, call him sir, that sort of thing. Why couldn't they be just addressed as Meghan and Harry? At one point, Harry was going around saying, call me Harry, I'm just Harry, whatever it was. But no, I guess he's dropped that facade. The article goes into how you would greet senior members of the royal family. You start out with your Royal Highness and then follow it with sir, or your Royal Highness and then follow it with ma'am. It's not even surprising, but it's the nerve of these two to request to be called sir, no, demanding to be called sir and ma'am. Like they've earned any kind of respect from anybody. They are the biggest grifters ever. And now there's this. I'm surprised, with this Sussex bullshit flying around and, kicking around, changing the kid's name to Sussex and all that. I'm surprised. I mean, they're going to change their names to ma'am and sir too, so they can be called that. Nothing is too crazy at this point. Nothing. I know. How about if I just start calling them ass and hole? Would that work? Dip and shit. How about that? You can decide who's who. I don't even care at this point. They're parading around, making this whole thing about themselves once again. It wasn't enough that she marched in front of the service people before. Now they're out there taking pictures, making it about themselves. But just the idea that it's become the Harry and Meghan show. But let's be real, it's become the Meghan show. She shows up. She makes it all about herself. She's posing for the camera, just pretending like, I really feel the desperation coming off of them is what it is. And then the sir and ma'am just hit me the wrong way. And I'm just like, of course they're going to demand something like that. Good luck with that. I hope you Canadian geese boo the loudest. I really do. Now, speaking of boos, I did see the video where they were getting booed. And I do find that very funny. Honk honk to those Canadian geese for doing that. Honk honk to the Sidley twins for sharing that. The Sugars like to comment on things that happened right in front of all of us and try to convince us it didn't happen, a la Harry and Meghan. So any day now, I expect I'll get a comment. They weren't booed, even though it's clearly right there they're being booed. I love it. I think it's great. Good for you, Canadian geese. This whole thing, from the website to now these pictures and the engagement ring back on, all that, it feels so desperate and manic at this point. Are you guys getting that vibe too? That's all I can think of. I can feel the desperation coming off the two of them. I really wonder, and I wish I had thought of this. I didn't. I had some of you guys comment this, and I wonder now, do you think Charles could have, in their 12-second meeting, possibly told Harry that maybe the titles could be going away, and so they're just clinging on, hence the possible changing the name to Sussex, to the, I don't know, whatever this is, to the photo ops. I just get this desperation off of them. And I don't think they have self-awareness enough to pick up on that nobody can stand them even more. Even with the loud booing, I don't think they have it in them I think they just think they're the greatest and they can do no wrong, her especially. But I don't know. I wonder, is there a chance, any scenario where King Charles could have let Harry know, you fucked up royally, my son, whatever, and that these titles could be going away, or they've caught wind of it somehow. And so that's why we're getting this, like, it feels like a frenzied, like, push of information. And so, I mean, it's what they do. It's this is their snowy parking lot, essentially. But I don't know. Somebody said that in the comments, and it's kind of been marinating in my head ever since. But then part of me feels, and this might contradict what I just said, but I just also get this sense like, the family has so much more important things going on, and they've continued to maintain silence through everything, all the shenanigans. And it's like they just keep poking at them all. I mean, I've gone over in detail about especially Catherine, Princess of Wales, but at this point it feels like it's more an attack toward King Charles and especially Her Majesty the late Queen. Again, this website is what's doing it for me. It's the same as the Sussex royal thing where the Queen had told them no, they continue with this. So I feel like this is more of a poke at King Charles. So I'm just spitballing here and thinking out my ideas. I'm just very curious. What are your thoughts on this? Do you feel like this is it all the above? Were they told, hey, you guys really screwed up and have continued to screw up, and here we are. And so this is a jab and a desperate attempt, probably all the above. These two are the absolute worst. They accuse the royal family of awful things. They cling on to the titles. They set up their own faux royal, whatever that is, in California and on a website. And now they're having people call them ma'am and sir. I cannot. It's every time I say the hypocrisy, it just knows no bounds whatsoever. And here we are again. They sink lower and lower. And again, it's the stench of desperation at this point. Well, guys, I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know your thoughts on all of this. They are ridiculous and will always be. And I can't stand them, but I will not stop talking about it because I feel like it's just a renewed attack on the royal family and they seem to be going after Her Majesty the late Queen with this. I really feel that as well. Just this website thing. It's hitting me hard because of my love and respect for Her Majesty the late Queen and her telling them, no, you can't do the Sussex royal thing, and this is them doing the Sussex royal thing. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting. You know, it means the whole wide world to me. I would say I can't wait to bring you more like this, but I can't wait to continue to report on the downfall of these dastardly duo.